let's talk Yankees.
Well, well,
Yankees 3-1, currently up 5-0 to the Mariners.
Yep.
Went 3-0, swept the Giants. Lost last night on a walk-off single by Cal Raleigh. They're 0-1 versus Seattle coming into today. 14 runs scored, so the offense a little anemic. Only 3 runs allowed over the first 4 games. That's
Yep.
a plus 11 run differential. And if your offense isn't going to hit, might as well just throw shutouts.
Yeah, I mean, Max Fried got to be opening up his Cy Young case early on.
6 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk today with 6 strikeouts.
Yep. He's been phenomenal. You know, obviously Aaron Judge hasn't been great, but am I betting against Aaron Judge to figure it out? No, I'm not. This lineup scored the most runs in baseball last year. They've opened up the offense a little bit tonight. 5 runs against a Mariners team with Logan Gilbert on the mound, so it's not exactly a bad pitcher out there. The strength of the Yankees this season, come the summer, will be their starting pitching, and it's kind of why I believed in them to make a run out of the AL this year, because going into a playoffs with Garrett Cole back healthy, with Max Fried pitching at the level he pitched at last year even, but this year it feels like he's been even better to start. Cam Schlittler was nails.
Looked every bit like an ace.
And some version of Rodon, who, another hamstring injury, so I can't pen him in for playoff time, but Rodon, Schmidt, Heel, Weathers, you only need 4 guys for the playoffs. And I think you could make the case that they have the best 4-man starting pitching rotation in the AL when healthy. And it's great to see. For the Yankees, being able to win this way is crucial.
It's massive. You need to be able to – you can't rely on your offense, and we've seen that. The Yankees outside of Judge, when Judge isn't playing well, the Yankees don't tend to play well. Now you have Stanton hitting over 500. I believe he leads the league in singles.
Yeah, I mean, but Judge is batting 150, Grisham
Right.
235, which again just gets
Bellinger's hitting over 300.
353. Ben Rice is 308. Stanton 526. Jazz 167. So I mean, it is coming from the center of the lineup, which is fine. There's no complaints about that.
And if you can have them all playing well while Judge isn't and carrying that weight, you know that when Judge finally does turn it around, he can just carry you for 2 weeks straight without anybody else helping him.
And I would, we're 1 week in, so is it week 1 overreactions to a lot of things? I'm sure it is. We've all missed baseball, but this has the makings of a 100-win team. I mean, I'll say it. Do they need some additional arms in the bullpen? Yeah. Because when you have a starter that goes 4 or 5 innings the way Weathers did, you don't have enough guys to close out that game. That's what happened versus Seattle. But that's got to be the easiest thing in baseball to get is a couple relief pitch. I mean, you don't even need high leverage guys. No. You just need a couple guys.
And I think if this game was played in August, the Yankees win because you don't, shy away from using.
Yeah, and I think, but I also think similar to last year where they had Williams, they had Weaver, they still made the moves to get Duvall, get Bednar. I don't think the Yankees have ever been shy about making moves for relief pitching at the deadline. Well, we've got on them about not making some splash moves and times in the past, but getting a couple 7th inning relievers, yeah, that's exactly what they have been doing at the deadline. So I feel really solid about where the Yankees are today. And honestly, if they close out this game against Seattle to be 4-1 over your first 5 games, when Aaron Judge has been just bad, it is a really good sign for this team.
And I'm not worried. I think Judge I trust more than any player to turn it around. The pitching is something that I really wanted to see work out. Schlittler, I was worried that, what we saw last year in the playoff game was a one-off. And I think without him showing you him able to do it, it's fair just to have that scare that could it just be one big game. But no, he looked just like an ace. He looked like somebody who could dominate lineups for years.
Oh yeah.
I think having Garrett Cole on this team in his ear is a huge
I mean,
benefit.
Schlittler said that. I don't know if you saw
Yeah.
the interview that he had prior to his start.
I didn't
But
see it this year. I remember him bringing it up last year.
he sat down. Who was it? Who was like their the
Was
female correspondent for
Meredith
ESPN?
Morawitz.
Yeah, she sat down with him, and he brought it up, and he said that he's very excited for Garrett to be back this year and to get to watch him from the dugout in action.
Cole is going to make a great coach if he chooses to someday. And I
Yeah.
think he's going to come back much sooner than expected. I mean, the original timeline was June.
I mean, they put him on the 15-day IL for a reason. They didn't do the 60 for a reason.
Like, just imagine Cole comes back first week of May. Like, we know this isn't an injury thing now. He is fully healed. It's about building him back
It's a
up.
ramp up.
If he can ramp up enough, I'd rather him almost have that rehab in the majors than in the minors, because having him back, even if he can only throw, 60 pitches, is such a benefit where you can piggyback Weathers or Yarborough to him and win games that way. When Heel comes back, what does Heel do? The Yankees are in a decent position. Now it's only been 5 games now. I think we need to see more, but I'd like to see the offense wake up a little bit more. Just, you're winning, but,
Yeah, for sure.
2 run yesterday. You exploded for 5 runs today. Just start dominating a little bit more. Like the home runs for a team that is built on home runs.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, the way they're winning is different than what I thought that they were necessarily capable of in years past, which is excellent to see.
Timely hitting, runners in scoring position.
Good base running, stealing bases.
Yeah. These are things that the Yankees haven't really.
This is what the manager of the year, Aaron Boone, is doing.
All right. On that note, I think it's time to stop talking about the Yankees when you start getting some crazy talk going.